Good morning. We're in Houston at the airport about to depart to Chicago. It's a city that's exciting. It's a city that's inviting. We're starting the travel vlog right now. My previous video, I talked to you guys about prepping for this. Listen, I nearly forgot my passport. Yeah. But I didn't. I did in fact go home for my 1 millisecond and grabbed it because we're going from Chicago for a wedding to Cancun for another wedding in the same weekend. Insane. It'll be fun though, so we're taking you along. We just got our Dunkin', had the maple bacon sandwich. We've got a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich bagel. We had a donut, another donut, and then a cold brew with 2 French vanilla and 2 pumpkin swirl. Me? You wonder what I had? Oh, I barely sipped on it, but I had the pumpkin spice signature latte with oat milk and caramel, and instead of whipped cream, cold foam on top. Delicioso. So we're getting ready to board. The government shutdown and all of the airports not being normal was a bit spooky-ooky, but we made it through. We got here very early, and then Dunkin' was on the complete opposite side of the entire airport, so our legs are fried. We're going to Chicago where it's cold. You guys, how was I supposed to pack for 1 Chicago and 2 Cancun? Not easily, I'll tell you that. Good morning, you guys. We're here in Chicago. Just woke up for our first morning. Okay, bonnet is on. I've got all the hair ties. I'm gonna hop in the shower. We got here and we chilled, hung out, and then we went to Gino's to get pizza, which was delicious. It was like very much Chicago style pizza, and I don't think I've ever had that before. It was great. A good night's sleep. Today we don't have too much going on. Izzy, I think the dress rehearsal for the wedding is today, and he's in the wedding. His parents are both here. Xander's here. We're all just vibing, hanging out. That's not till 4, so I think we're gonna find some things to do today. It is chilly willy in Chicago. I wore my cute little skirt and my hunter boots and my Ralph Lauren polo sweater yesterday for the fit, but it was like so cold. But today I think I'm gonna wear my cozy little striped set from Sisters and Seekers. Let's get clean and let's proceed with the day. This Airbnb is so cute. Like, look at this shower. I'm such a fan. My little Skims outfit. Yeah, these may look like pajamas. They're not. It's like a fleece little jogger sweat set, okay? And there's pockets and they're long enough on me. This is really striped, actually. I don't mind, actually. It's so cozy and it's like 49 degrees here. I'm frigid, so I think I'm gonna do a blowout because there's so much less humidity here and it shouldn't take me that long because then we're gonna be moving and grooving with our day. I don't know, I've been going for blowouts a lot more easily or a lot more lately just because I've kind of mastered it, to be honest, and then I don't have to mess with my hair, and I think I also like my hair to be blown out for this wedding, but we'll see. I know that I was like so Bondi Boost blowout brushed, and I still love her very much for like a very round curly type of blowout, but this one more so like straightens my roots and then like does a little flip at the end, if that makes sense. I feel like I don't have to touch my hair or mess with it as much, and it doesn't annoy me as much because with curly hair, you just know. You never know what you'll get. So I will say I am a big lover and advocate for the sharp glam. Done. Look at this. No product in my hair. Also, it's so much more dry here, so my hair does not like frizz up whatsoever. Look at the bang. It's so... Do I look like I'm like a prisoner? Does this look too black? Black and white? Is this like a jail outfit? Who knows? Now skincare. We're on the ground. Yeah. I'm opening a window. Skincare, but I figured we could yap it up. So the boys are showering right now. I had to take the bathroom because they couldn't shower while I was doing my hair. Obviously, the humidity would wreck my hair. I think that we're gonna go to the Bean. I'm so excited. I love being a tourist. I love seeing all of the things. I feel like I have to touch base with you guys every video, but like, it's kind of fun to me. I should probably like look at myself on my phone. I don't know, I love sharing my life with you guys, obviously, and it's so chill and fun to bring you along. I feel like for a long time, I just didn't speak on anything because I was going through so much, and when you go through such a large transition, it's like, for me at least, I've never gone through something so similar to that, but I think also in my adulthood, it's like I'm just protecting my peace and learning and growing to a point where I'm like most comfortable, and then I love that I can like share about it afterwards and give insight and give a rundown and tips and tricks of like what helped me to grow, because I feel like this year I couldn't be me right now without the way that this year went, you know? And it, like I said, it hasn't been a bad year whatsoever, but I feel like I'm really coming into myself and like blossoming, and I am very, very sure of myself, which I always have been, but I think without those specific storms, you stay stagnant. And now I have so much experience, and like I've felt so many emotions that I probably wouldn't have felt otherwise. So I'm feeling good. I'm excited to travel. I love spending time with these boys. They make me very happy. I like having my separate life, but also like meshing my life with theirs. But I also like sharing it with you guys without it being like you guys are in my mind and business. I love to share when I'm happy, and I'm happy very often lately, which is honestly such a blessing. If you guys are going through like some type of spell of sadness or depression, whatever it may be, grief, I don't know, just know I always knew that it would pass and that the time would come for me to be like joyous again. So I think that I always knew that that would come, so I kind of just like set in all of my feelings and let them be what they were without trying to rush through it and over process it. Right now I'm like excited for the rest of this year, the rest of life, which I don't know if I felt that in a long time. I think that I was on eggshells to be like, I'm very accomplished, I'm very happy with what I've done in my life, and feeling as though like the stability of what I want my life to be wasn't there. Like I could do it myself, but it was really hard to see another person adding to that. And you don't, like, you want to be so full and whole in your cup, you don't want your cup to be so full independently that anything outside of that gets your overflow and also adds to your full cup. And I think I'm finally at that point, which I'm very grateful for. But what a journey. I don't know, I probably need to do a Q&A. Right now I'm very happy, and I always tell you guys to keep it cute, and you guys have, and I very much so appreciate that. I think I just don't tolerate all of the extra things, especially as I've gotten older. My circle is very, very small, and it's very, very valuable to me. So I know sharing my life online is probably like, your circle is all of us, and it is, but in a different way. So that's that. That's my tea there, but I'm enjoying it. So I'm gonna continue doing my skin, and then I'll bring you guys along. This vlog will probably be like my full travel vlog of Chicago and then Mexico, because then we go back home for like a little bit and then go to High Rocks, which I didn't know that Chicago's High Rocks was this weekend. It's happening literally right now. So that's going on. A lot of you guys were like, are you going to High Rocks? And I was like, I didn't even know what was happening, to be honest. But I know that Dallas is like next weekend, and I think I might be at Tart Tubing Master. It feels so good inside with the window cracked. Like Houston could never, literally never. Okay, lashes. Do I have my other lip gloss? Like, I think I lost my Edom that I just told you guys literally in one of my last videos how much I loved it. It's in one of my bags somewhere. I just don't know where. Okay, I have also never traveled. I've never gone on a vacation to like a different place other than Greece. I would say, you know, internationally. So we're going a little bit outside of Cancun for my friend's wedding, and we're extending a couple of days just because why not, you know? So I'm very excited for that. I'm so pumped to see my middle school and high school best friend get married. Like, when I tell you I have very valuable people in my life, it's like those long-term relationships, or those very, I don't know, developmental relationships that you have with people that are like everything. So my girl's getting married. I also haven't gone to many weddings. The last wedding that I went to was literally Whitney's, and that was in October of 2022. That was also in Mexico, but it was Baja California Sur, and it was like just the weekend. I didn't extend my trip there or anything like that, but I went alone. So I've never had a wedding date in my life, and I'm a wedding date this weekend. Like, how exciting. I don't know. Floor makeup. I love it. Gotta get my blush on. Is everything okay out there? Eyebrows are done. Like, I'm literally done. I miss talking to you guys, and I don't really know where I should be talking to you guys at, because you know I can rant and talk forever on YouTube, but I also feel like I don't talk that much on TikTok, which is really crazy to me because I like spam TikTok often. Yeah, physical therapy update, you guys. I think that like, I fear I'm really like at the end of physical therapy. There's not much more that I need to do in order to feel like I can get back to my daily routine, which I have, and I'm very much like in the gym again, which is great. It's really just about strengthening my quad muscle, but I think that I have gotten to the point in physical therapy where it's not that I'm not learning anything else or applying myself, but we're just doing different jumps, and I can do those at home when I get back, we're gonna work on cutting, and then it's like, that's it, and I will have reached 6 months post-op, which is very accelerated for a typical ACL recovery, which I'm very proud of, okay? I feel like I was very resilient when I tore my ACL. I feel like I was very resilient in my mindset of, we're just gonna get it done. We just have to get it done. We're just gonna move forward and do it. And I think I was very resilient in trusting and like going about my recovery and healing and doing my physical therapy. One thing about me is you cannot say that I missed physical therapy unless I was like out of town or sick, okay? And I take that very seriously because my progress shows it. There's still so much that I can do, but I think when you already do have a deficit, you can't expect it to be 100% perfect again, but you can get pretty dang close, and I'm operating normally and like how I used to, which is really great. So we'll see what that looks like when I do get back, but I'm kind of happy to be done with physical therapy 3 times a week for 6 months almost. A lot of gas, a lot of hours, but we had to.
Can you see me through the mirror?
No, you can't see the mirror at all. Anyway, friends and family, that wraps it up. This has been nice. It's been a good chat. I'd show you him, but that'd be illegal. I'm telling them how much fun I'm having. I am. Anyway, shout out Chicago. Go Chicago. We're at the Starbucks roastery, and it's insane. We have made it to the bean. I've never seen the bean. Look at it. The big bean. I'm freezing. Listen, I know I like only talk to you guys in the bathroom, but my voice is literally gone. We just got back from the wedding. It was so fun. Oh my gosh. I had met Izzy's friend Jamie one time before, but this was my first time meeting his new wife. And I did make besties with all of their guests and all of the girly pops, and they were so kind to me, and they were like complimenting me and my body, and I was like, please stop. It was so sweet. But it's like 11:40 right now, and we have to be out of here, and our flight is at like 7 to get to Cancun in the morning. So we're continuing this vlog. I will pop up some pictures and videos because the time was had. Honestly, if you need me to be a wedding guest, I am happy to be there. I haven't been to many weddings in my life, but I feel like I've been missing out, or everybody else has been missing out by not inviting me. Yup, Izzy and I are a duo. Okay, we really ate the dance floor down. It was a really good time. So my voice is gone. I need to rest it. I'm gonna brush my teeth and hop in this bed right now, put my bonnet on, and wake up so early, so I'll bring you guys with me when I open my eyes. Okay, I love you. Thank you for hanging out with me. This has been so fun. I know I've like traveled around Chicago, did a little travel vlog, cute, off to Mexico in the morning. So let's have so much fun. You guys, we're here at the airport. We just ordered food. We got these little breakfast croissants. Yes. We're going to be boarding in a little while. Mishap trying to get our bags figured out because we should have status and they should be free up to 70 pounds. That didn't happen today. It was frustrating, so we don't care. We're going to Mexico. Literally not even 7 in the morning right now. Here's our little breakfast croissants at the Chicago O'Hare Airport because Duncan is nowhere near. Yeah.
Are we going to make it?
This man, I said, are you hungry? Because I'm starving. He said, no, not really. Okay, we have a 4-hour flight, so let's get some snackies and some food.
That's if I was hungry, not if I want snacks for later.
Hunger. We did in fact make it. We're here. And we just ate some food at their little lobby. We're just waiting for them to get our bags and room ready. Look at the view. Look at the view. This is just of the lobby. Are you kidding me? The beach out there. These are little like fire thingies. This is their lobby. Yeah, Gorgina. Once we do get to our room, we have the swim out pool, which I'm very excited about. My girly pops are down at the pool. I think everybody's down at the pool right now. We will probably be joining them. We are drinking the rainbow. We've already had our welcome champagne and our first mark. Love it. Fancy dancy. We made it. We made it. We made it. We made it. 2 cities in 24 hours. Oh my gosh. We're waiting on our luggage to get here so I can get in a swimsuit and go outside. So I'm so excited. It's so beautiful. Look at our little walkout. Oh boy. With the swim out. Gorgina. It's so beautiful. We went and grabbed breakfast. Now we're gonna go to the gym and check it out. See what they got for us. Get a little baby sweat in. Just snorkeled, booked an excursion today. Now we're actually on the island. Where? It's so cute. We have both been on cruises to Mexico before, but never just here to hang out and absorb it all. So we're just exploring and then we go back in a couple of hours. We're roasty and toasty. Stay tuned because I'm wearing this outfit in the next Vlogmas video, but I didn't get to close out this vlog because the travel was just wild berserk bananas, but I just want to give you like a rundown and recap of everything. So you guys saw that we were in Cancun last, and honestly, I'm not somebody who drinks. I don't drink, you know, it's not really like, I gotta go get drunk, I gotta get crunk, blah, blah, blah. I skipped that scene and that phase in high school. Now as an adult, I'll drink socially, but I've never been opposed to it, but I just never had an actual valid reason, and peer pressure is not a thing that gets to me, you know? So we were gone, you guys. When I tell you we were gone, we literally just fell asleep horizontal across the bed, lights on, like literally it got to us. But we also went on our little excursion, which you guys saw. That was a fun time. And then the next morning it was time for us to come back to Houston. So we came back to Houston for a day, and then we drove up to Dallas to go watch High Rocks. We saw Ali and Elijah, we saw Bryce, a few of our other friends competing in High Rocks, which was actually so fun. It was a 4-hour drive up there. We spent the night and then came back the next day. I'm kind of a dog, so I went crazy and I was jamming to my old Hannah Montana and old Disney, and I ended up driving the entire way back. Like literally, who is she? But I've also done that drive multiple times in one day, there and back, to get my niece Mason. So it's kind of like, you know, I do this type of thing. Okay, we come back for High Rocks and then we leave literally the next day or so for Milwaukee. We went to Wisconsin for Thanksgiving to visit family, which was so fun, so needed. And then we were there for a couple of days, and before the snowstorm hit, we had a 3 o'clock wake up for like a 6 a.m. flight that had a layover in Chicago. Oh my goodness gracious. Then Chicago got swamped and smacked a snowstorm. So thankfully we made it out of that, but we came back to gloomy Houston, and we get to start our December here, which is fantastic. We obviously do have other travel planned, nothing that insane, like 2 weddings in the same weekend. The craziest of it has passed. I do have upcoming travel, which I'm very excited for. Izzy has travel as well for work in the next week or so. We'll get back into the routine, but I literally left you guys hanging in this vlog and I felt terrible about it. You guys kept up on Instagram, then you already know it's tea, and then I also uploaded a YouTube short and Reel and TikTok, which is all the same video, of a recap of the last 2.5 weeks, which were bananas. Okay, so that'll help you kind of put all the pieces together and whatnot. And now we're here. I'm just trying to get my life settled. I am really excited for like our last trip of the year, which will be probably December for Christmas. I'll talk to you guys about that in the next video, but we've got to like sit down for a second, breathe, and then plan and then go, because if we start planning things ahead of time, we're just like, holy crap, there's too much going on. That is the recap of how traveling and how the weddings were and how everything was. Honestly, I can't say that I had any gripes. I really had such a good time. It was fun to be on the move. It was difficult, but it wasn't like bad whatsoever. Those type of things are always spent well with the right people, and you don't feel drained and you don't feel like lethargic, like, oh my god, let me get back home. But we did miss home. I missed my bed a whole bunch, let me tell you. Thank you for coming along with me. This is Vlogmas, this is LIBMAS. I don't know exactly what it will look like this year, but I'm going to give you guys all that I can because it's a lot of editing, and I do have a work trip coming up, so we're gonna make some shake. baby. I love you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up so I know that you did. Also, make sure that you guys subscribe so you never miss a video with me, especially LIBMAS. And you guys can keep up with me every single day on Instagram and TikTok at Libby Christensen. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Mwah!
But the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night.